At the very bottom left, you'll see download. You have found on your seats a flyer that looks something like this. Report as well from that. We're using the hashtag #PeoplesLive on the Kenya Judiciary YouTube channel, as well as the Kenya Judiciary.
It is indeed a symbolic moment as the Chief Registrar of the Judiciary places the mace at its rightful place. I will request that we remain upstanding to allow our judges to settle in their seats as Thank you very much. Deputy Speaker, today we are honored to have distinguished guests today as we commemorate this auspicious occasion. Honorable Justice Philomena Mbetemwilu, Deputy Chief Justice and Cabinet Secretary in charge of Foreign and Diaspora Affairs. I see our Cabinet Secretary, Honorable Murkomen, Johnson Sakaja, Governor, Nairobi City Council, honorable members of JLAC, Senate Legal Affairs and Human Rights, and members of the Senate Justice Planning. Honorable Moses Kuria also represented Cabinet.
Setting the standards in bridging those justice gaps around the judiciary to remain accountable to the people of Kenya. Of course, this is in line with not only served the CRJ, but also the Secretary to the Judicial Service Committee, and take a moment to appreciate and recognize and celebrate Honorable
dome and placement of the mace, we'll be requesting all of us to kindly be upstanding, and of course as well, and I see the Chief Justice. Madam Chief Justice, Prime Cabinet Secretary, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the occasion and Chief Justice.
For the judiciary to further enhance its services to uphold justice, there will be need as a priority to look at the following. 1, for timely resolution of cases, streamlining court processes, reducing case backlogs, and ensuring efficient administration of justice, removing cobwebs that hinder transparency and accountability in judicial proceedings, rapid integration of technology in processes to improve court operations, as we have seen through the e-filing and virtual hearing, and 4th, for training and capacity building for all judicial officers. This will mean the judiciary progressing to buy in the whole of government delivery as one approach. That requires intensive collaboration between state institutions, such as strengthening collaboration with security and law enforcement agencies. Ladies and gentlemen, on the other hand, allow me to commend the judiciary. You cannot take away the judiciary's admirable efforts in establishing high courts in 45 counties, utilization of technology in case filing, thus granting ease of access to justice to many Kenyans, establishment of specialized courts such as the Sexual and Gender-Based Violence Court and the Small Claims Courts. Indeed, let me reiterate that the executive will not relent on its commitment to support the judiciary in carrying out its constitutional mandate of upholding the rule of law and protecting the rights of the Kenyan people. Allow me to draw parallels between this outlay and the bottom-up economic transformation agenda, whose focus is on ensuring the ordinary citizen, Mama Mboga, are empowered and facilitated to undertake livelihoods activities for the betterment of their families and society. The key word in between judiciary and the executive nexus is empowerment. From the executive, one is jealous of the judiciary that is miles away in its decisions that have encouraged more people to seek justice whenever their rights have been trampled upon. We in the executive are equally ambitious and are in competition in creating a fervently productive Kenyan. The Better 2022-2027 agenda on the governance pillar has committed to the full implementation of the 2010 Constitution through strengthening the rule of law, increasing access to justice, ensuring respect for human rights, and respecting the United Nations Sustainable Goal number 16, which focuses on peace, justice, and strong institutions. We are therefore not sleeping on the job, although I must confess, we are playing catch-up to the judiciary in some instances. There are fundamental questions. When should a minister step out of office? When there's a change of government? Does he do any handing over formally? Or does he just disappear with the files and records? What about the PSs? The principal secretaries? There's a very serious gap there, and a lot of things happen. And you will recollect that in the transition that we went through, the President of Kenya had been sworn in on September 13th, after the judicial process. But Gazette notices were still coming out, appointing people to various positions after the new president has been sworn in, and Gazette notices are being churned out or doled out of people getting appointments under previous hand. We reached a stage where we also experienced a situation where I'm a layman, but I'm made to believe that if the chairman of the Electoral Commission has gazetted who is the winner, or has actually signed off so that for gazettement the results of who has won an election, it should be gazetted. But we had a situation where the government printer was actually dilly-dallying to gazette the results. And when we found out where he was holed, he said he was still waiting for instructions. From who? Now, I'm bringing this out just to say that we still have some challenges, and with the legal minds here, let us continue to make Kenya better. Let us continue to elevate and escalate our own rules and regulations so that we can become indeed that country, that beacon that we would all want to be proud of now and for the future, for the young man Otieno there and his colleagues wherever they are. So it is now my privilege to be part of the launch of the social transformation through access to justice, Blueprint 2023 to 2033, and the presentation of the annual state of the Judiciary and Administration of Justice report for the financial year 2022-2023. God bless Kenya. God bless the judiciary. Asanteni sana.